Good evening and happy Sunday to you, everyone. Ethan Stieber here with Stieber Weather Forecasting. I've got a long-range video today. We're going to talk about 4 to 6 different storm systems that are going to move in through our area in the next couple weeks, starting all the way from tomorrow evening into Tuesday morning through about 10 days from then with next Thursday. First off, sorry for not getting some of this information out earlier. I put in about 75 hours in my alternative job over the week. This past week, 4 basketball games, just a whole slew of busy things in the school sector going on right now. So if my voice sounds a little bit scratchy throughout the video, that's also why 4 basketball games can kind of tear your voice up. But let's talk snow, shall we? Or other wintry precipitation. First up on your screen is the kind of big picture map that we'll start with. This is showing for 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. And you see, we'll see a system pass to our south. This is going to get pretty suppressed to our south, keeping the higher accumulations down along the Ohio River Valley. We may see a little bit of snow flurries in the early morning hours Tuesday morning and on into the rest of your day on Tuesday. As we go into Wednesday, we don't get a whole lot of a break between System 1 and System 2. This one will have a lot more moisture to work with. This particular image is for Wednesday afternoon. Big snow shield in northern and central Illinois, stretching back into Missouri and on into Indiana, points north of there. Could be a big-time snowmaker for places like the Quad Cities and Chicagoland. Around in here, maybe some snow, maybe some mix. I'll show you a higher res close-up picture of that in a second. But that's system number 2. As we go even further into the future, that gets out of here, and we then see system number 3 start to move in. This is about noon on Saturday. Could be warmer. Right now, models are indicating we'll be kind of in the warm nose of that if the low tracks further to the north. If it tracks further to the south, could be in another snow picture for that. And as we go into next week, Monday looks dry before here comes something on Tuesday into Wednesday morning. And then here comes something else as we go later on into next weekend. This would be Saturday the 22nd. You get the picture. It's going to be busy the next couple weeks. And temperatures are going to kind of ride the roller coaster with these storms too. So let's zoom in. We're going to focus on Monday afternoon, evening into Tuesday, and then Wednesday into Thursday. That's going to be primarily the constraints of the video. So here we go. Monday at noon. Everything will be dry for your day on Monday. As we go into Monday evening into Tuesday, here's 3 a.m., maybe some snow starting along the Ohio River. Throughout the day on Tuesday, can't rule out a couple snow showers, maybe some snow flurries. The Tuesday system doesn't look to be major right now. Very minor accumulations, minor travel impacts. Basically, you will be in school on Tuesday, most likely. As we go into Wednesday, here comes the bigger system. Again, I said this one has more energy to work with, more moisture to work with. According to the Canadian, which is the model we got pulled up right now, there's that big snow shield in northern Illinois. The pink and the purple, kind of this red, pink, purple, that would be a wintry mix across the area with some rain further to the south. And any fluctuation of how this low tracks in 50 miles can vary greatly in terms of what we will see across the area. But this is something I'm really watching. I think Wednesday is going to be definitely a major impact day across the area in some form or fashion. Whether we see whether the low tracks a little bit further north, we see a little bit more rain. As it stands right now, we kind of ride the battle line between some sleet, some freezing rain, some mix, and then some snowfall potential for our northern counties. Speaking of snow, like I said, the first system, this is the Tuesday system. Nothing major out of that. Maybe an inch, maybe half an inch to an inch, especially if you're south of Route 50. Anyone north of Route 50 probably won't see more than a dusting. But look off here to the west. Here comes the big snow totals, especially for northern Illinois as we get on later into the day on Thursday. And there you can kind of see, don't take the totals so much as definitive, but heavier snow is definitely forecasted basically along the line from Champaign back to St. Louis and points north of there. That's kind of the best chance of some heavier snow. If we look at freezing rain, again, don't take these numbers with any sort of certainty, but, we do see the potential for some sort of sleet or freezing rain accumulation on Wednesday. Models are still inconsistent in terms of placement, but I'm showing you this to kind of put out there that we could see something on Wednesday. Don't necessarily get locked into the totals right now. National Weather Service agrees with all this. This is the day 4 probability of exceeding 1/4 of an inch of liquid accumulation, whether that be snow, sleet, freezing rain, all that lumped into one. And for portions north of I-70 up through the rest of Illinois, northern Illinois, we're north of a 50% chance of some pretty big impacts. Now, kind of in our neck of the woods, we're in this, anywhere between 10 and 50%, basically. That doesn't mean we're not going to see stuff. We may see more rain, or we may see more, kind of freezing rain, which doesn't accumulate near as much as snow does, as we know. So, the National Weather Service sees this as a potential high impact day for us. This will be Wednesday and on into the day Thursday. And even on later into the week, I highlighted next Saturday into Sunday, big snowstorm possible, especially across the northern half of the state on into the East Coast. One other thing, just to point out, we are kind of going to move back into a colder pattern. There's the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. Colder generally across much of the northern half of the United States. Precip stays active, so we will see this active weather pattern continue, whether that be rain, whether that be any sort of wintry precip. We'll probably stay above average on the 6 to 10 day. 8 to 14 day, we start to go back into the near normal category. This would be February 17th through the 23rd. Temperatures, though, do stay colder in that outlook. And looking kind of even longer term, the 3 to 4 week outlook, below normal temperatures expected with some above average precip still expected. Above average precip, we're talking about that. I don't have totals on here for a reason, but this is over the next 17 to 18 days of projected snowfall accumulation across the United States. What I want you to take from this is, the heavier snow track looks to stretch anywhere from Kansas up into, central Illinois and on east into kind of the northeast and kind of that I-90 corridor. That doesn't mean we're not going to see snow. We will, it is very possible that our neck of the woods could see another, 3, 4, 5 inches in the next week to 10 days. Some of that could be sleet and freezing rain. Some of that could be snow. Some of that could be plain old rain. We'll just have to see. To summarize everything that I kind of put out there today, Wednesday looks to be the bigger system. We'll see something on Monday. It doesn't look to be a whole lot, maybe a couple passing snow flurries. Wednesday, we'll have more moisture to work with. Once this storm gets fully sampled into the upper air network, we'll have a better picture on this, especially in the next about 24 hours. So we'll be able to lock down more who's going to see the snow, who's going to see the sleet, freezing rain, and who's going to see just the plain old cold rain. So stay tuned for updates as we go into the future there. And I will keep you posted here on the Facebook page as well as the YouTube channel with any long-range forecasts.